Hi guys, I'm going to do a quick video companion to the one that I made about taking it from sewing machine to embroidery, and now we're going to just do the reverse of that. We're going to go from the embroidery setup, that's with the cartridge plugged in and foot number Q installed and an embroidery needle in there. Okay, so what you're going to need for this is your J foot, and if you can't find where it says J, it's probably because it's plugged into this thing, which is actually the part that goes up there. Can't remember what that is called for the life of me, and I don't see it on my little list there. I've got my manual open trying to make sure I'm giving you guys the correct information. Okay, so you'll see the letter J right in there on that one. Okay, and then you're going to want your screwdriver, and specifically this one that comes with your machine is awesome because it has these little edges that make it where your screw doesn't slip out, so that's really nice. And then grab some sewing needles. I don't have any regular sewing needles, so I had to grab these jeans ones, and also my automatic threader is still not working, so if yours is, just use that, don't do it my way. Alrighty? Okay, so now that we got all that down, let's look at our machine. Get a little closer. Oops. And so down here, you'll just click since it's off, and if you follow directions, the last time that you turned it off, the last time I turned it off, I pushed the button that showed that I was going to be taking it off. Okay, so then that resets this to way over here so that whenever I'm putting in new designs, I have all this space. Okay, or if I want to take it off, I'm going to take it off. Okay, so you just take this piece off and you set it aside. I don't have a dedicated spot for it right now because I'm still trying to clean up from the holidays, but that's all there is to that. And magically I cannot find the piece. Oh, there it is. Woo. That's not quite magically. Okay, so this piece right here goes in very gently. If you don't push it in gently, you're just going to keep really. Sorry about that. Okay, so you're just going to gently push it in. If you try to push right now, it's just going to give you a hard time. You want to push it in because it's going to hit this little thing and push it up a little bit. Push that in, you're good to go with that. Okay, so now we come over here. Let's see if you can see. I've got this cool little light. I'm hoping will help me make my videos better. Nope, that does not help. Okay, well, we're gonna get down in here. Back there's my dollhouse I'm working on. Okay, so back to business here. We're gonna take our screwdriver. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna release foot Q. We're also going to bring this part up, this piece back there, right here. We're going to lift that up so that it comes off easier, and we'll be able to put our foot J back on really nicely. Okay, so with the Q foot, kind of got to wiggle it off because it's more attached around that bar than it is really worried about the screw. Okay, so we're going to take that out, and we're going to go ahead and take out our needle as well. There we go. Okay, so if you can see, we're going to go up here to this piece right here, and you can put this part down right now if you want to. It doesn't matter. It's not in the way. It might be in the way of your hands. Okay, so So just take your screwdriver and gently put it in there. You don't have to try to force it too hard, and hold on to your needle while you're doing that, while you're taking it out. Okay, so we're just going to set the needle onto our magnetic thingy, and we're going to pick out a new one. Okay, and now the needles should have a flat side. If you're new to all of this, let's see, get it, here we go. Okay, there's a flat side and a round side. Okay, the round side with the colors is going to be in the front, and in the back is going to be the flat. And you have to kind of monkey around with it a little bit to get it to go right up in there, right where you need it to be. Don't know why I'm having such trouble. Okay, there we go. You might need to use a thimble so it doesn't poke you. I use my fingernails, which is not always the nicest or smartest thing for my hands. And then you're going to twist this and get it in there really nice and good. Sorry that blurred out, you guys. And then we're just going to give it another turn with the screwdriver, kind of solidify it. Okay? And now we're going to take this piece, foot J, and we're going to lift up this piece over here. This one still isn't going. Okay, you can even lift it up more. So once you have your presser foot lifted, you can hold it up higher still. And you want that bar to come right down on top of there. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put it all the way down. And it's going to wiggle a little bit because you don't have your screw hooked up yet. Okay, so on here, and while it's down, we're going to go ahead, screw that baby back on. It's going to start to straighten itself out. Okay, give it a nice twist, but don't force it. And we're going to lift it up. Give it one more little twist for good measure to make sure that it's on there. And now, I'm not going to bother threading it. I think you guys can all figure that out. We're going to turn it on. Well, if you can't figure out the threading, there's a diagram all over your machine, and it will show you as well on the thing. And in my last video, I threaded. So if you really, really, really need to know, just, you know, do a little bit of research. But it's really extremely easy. I'm not trying to put you off, but it just really is. Okay, so whenever your sewing machine comes up, you don't get the embroidery options anymore. But that's okay, because your machine is still filled with a bunch of awesome stuff. So tons and tons of these different designs, which you can also mirror. You can make them wider, thinner, taller, longer. So even though you have 67 ones to choose from, you have 67 and then multiple different ways of using each of those different stitches. Okay, so that's basically what you're going to get to do now. You're going to get to do all of your stitches, all of your buttonhole stuff, and in your manual it has all the information you could possibly hope for. And then also with your machine, you should have gotten the quick reference guide, and this is mostly for the embroidery part. And in here, just going to show you guys really quick, it gives you all the embroidery designs on the machine in picture, so you can actually see what it's supposed to look like instead of just that blob on the screen. So this is really cool. And it also tells you how long it's usually going to take. Let's see, the welcome home. It says it's 6 minutes, and you have 7 different thread changes. Okay. So anyways, I just want to show you that because I found mine today and I was excited. All right, that's all that you need to know about plugging it back into making it going to sewing. And you can use your foot, but honestly, ever since I bought this machine a year and a half ago, I've never plugged in my foot pedal, and I've never had one before that didn't have a foot pedal. So whenever you put your presser foot down, it'll tell you it's time to sew. And I'm not threaded, so it's going to give me an error, but it just goes. And you want to keep it on slow when you're starting, but you can always go faster. And see, it'll tell me that check and rethread upper thread. Also, whenever your bobbin goes out, it tells you. It's so cool. Anyways, and you can cut right here on the machine. You cut your thread, and that way you don't have to do the whole bring it out, pull it up onto this thing, and have all that wasted thread that we usually do. All right, I hope that this was helpful for you. I'm gonna try to get another tripod kind of thing that makes it taller so that I don't have to hold it as much and you guys don't have to deal with so much shaking. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.